Welcome to Food for the Fam. This video is for you if you're always looking for ways to add more veggies to your family's meals. Let's transform a regular jar of pasta sauce into something nutritious and delicious. First step is cutting your cherry tomatoes in half. This is going to be kind of like a topping for the sauce. If you're kids or you're not that into cherry tomatoes, you can always omit this step, but it adds this great tangy, fresh flavor to the recipe. Once all the tomatoes are cut, we're going to douse them pretty heavily with olive oil, salt, and pepper, and then use some Italian seasoning on top. Lastly, we'll add about a handful of chopped garlic, and then we'll toss that all together. Now, we're going to flip them all over so they're all facing cut side down. Once we're done that, we're going to start adding our meat to the pan. So we're using just 1 pound of lean ground beef, then setting the oven to 400 degrees for the tomatoes. Once the ground beef is cooked, we're going to add in 1 container of sliced mushrooms. Kind of do that to your taste, and then we're going to add in some olive oil and toss that around. Next up, we'll add in 1 jar. We like to use the Mazzetta tomato basil. It has no added sugar. Toss that all together and let that simmer. Next, we'll add our cherry tomatoes to the oven to cook for about 20 minutes. You can see our sauce is coming together nicely. We're going to add in a little bit of pepper to taste. And then we're going to add in a ton of spinach. So this is really up to you, but it wilts a lot. And my kids love the spinach in it, so we add a ton. Why is it so enjoyable to watch the spinach wilt down? I don't know, maybe that's just me. But we're going to let that simmer until all of the spinach is wilted. It looks like our cherry tomatoes are ready. You can see they have a little bit of color on them and they're just starting to shrivel. This looks perfect. Once your cherry tomatoes are done, we're going to then start boiling our water for the pasta. We're doing 2 pastas today, fettuccine, and then we're also doing some noodles for the kids because we do have 1 allergy in our house. So we're going to start doing those. They only take a few minutes. And then we're going to add a few spoonfuls of the pasta water once the pasta is almost cooked into the sauce. And that will just give it that nice starchiness and will kind of help it all stick together. Now we're ready to serve. If you do have any picky eaters in your house, you can always use your kitchen shears to cut up the sauce before adding to the noodles. That can help to cut down the size of the mushrooms and the spinach. For those that might be less familiar with it, to finish the pasta, top with your cherry tomatoes, grate some Parmesan cheese over top, and you're ready to serve. If you have any questions or comments, drop them below. You can find the full recipe in the video description. Follow Food for the Fam for more ideas to feed your family.